Now, for the workshops today, I would encourage you to also please be on time. It's an hour-long workshop, and we will start promptly. And let me stop here. Yeah, the president is here, so I will stop this briefing at this point, and let's wait for a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, President Jin Liqun, President of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank.
Good morning. Welcome. Colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's really our great pleasure and honor to open the 25th Conference of International Investigators here in Beijing. This is an important gathering of professionals and experts who share one vital purpose: to keep our institutions worthy of the trust placed in them. First of all, I'd like to thank Marvin. We miss you here ever since you left. You have made extraordinary contribution to this bank in building up and strengthening CIU. And I think you really left a deep footprint in our institution. We are grateful to you, Marvin. Thank you. Thank you for coming. It's inspiring to see this hall filled with people, professionals, experts, who dedicate their careers to fairness, justice, and truth. You are the guardians of the public institutions. Integrity and trustworthiness across the international community. Your responsibility and role do not only rest with uncovering ugly things, which sometimes could happen behind the scenes. Your presence in and of itself is a stern warning and deterrence to those who may harbor sinful, foul, illicit, iniquitous designs on the public interests. We need you. All of the MDBs need you. When you walk into this headquarters building, you may be impressed with a huge rock, 280 tons, one piece, integrity, firmly stationed in the center of the lobby. It is symbolic of our rock-firm financial foundation and our equally rock-firm professional and ethical integrity. This year marks the important milestone for our bank, the 10th anniversary. In January 2016, The nascent AIIB was off to a very good start, with 57 founding members and one clear vision to promote broad-based economic and social development through financing infrastructure for tomorrow. This new development bank would not follow the beaten track. In financing development projects, we help our clients to grow and to green their economies by technology-enabled projects across the countries in Asia and beyond in a cost-effective way. Our membership has now grown to be 110 from 57. With new members coming in on board, and we often ask ourselves, what is the gravitational pull attracting all those members joining us? It's our money? No. Well, not just the money. Money is everywhere. But of course, looking back, we have done something. We approved more than $60 billion in financing for projects across energy, transport, water, digital infrastructure, and urban development. We have maintained AAA credit ratings and were well received by the international capital market. The ultimate recognition of a business and a financial institution comes from none other than the international capital market. The latest bond issuance gave us a tight spread, only 3 pips over the same bond issued by the United States government. But our greatest achievement is not the size of our portfolio, it's the trust that we have earned. That trust has been built through transparency, accountability, and integrity, values that define only what we do, but what we are. I like the French proverb, La confiance part à cheval et revient à pied. Trust goes away on horseback, but comes back on foot. They may never come back. Trust has to be earned. Trust is not something. It's like a PhD degree. You got your PhD, you never work, it's still yours. No. You have to keep it on a daily basis. And we often say that clean finance enables effective development. Clean means, of course, clean economy. But clean, first of all, we have to be clean in terms of our integrity. Our bank is a multilateral development bank with its gene firmly fixed in the gene pool of the MDBs. Nevertheless, this new type bank is neither a copy nor a clone of the legacy institutions. Our bank has its own special features to claim its raison d'être. A special feature of the CEIU unit, the managing director has the independence and engagement with the management at the same time. But when you sit at all the executive meetings, you do not just observe, and you're invited to make your comments. You are fully aware of what's going on. You know the whole process of decision-making, even though you are not a part of the decision-making body. So, this is the perfect combination of independence and engagement. You're part of the team, but you're independent. These two aspects are not in conflict. And I invite you, because I have a clean conscience. Everything we do is above the ground, is under the sun, never under the table. Anti-corruption is not a slogan. It's what we adhere to in our daily work. To give you an example, earlier on, right after the bank was up and running, we had a co-financing project with the World Bank. to finance a bridge, very important bridge, in one of our clients, which I would not prefer to identify. And then World Bank project team discovered some of the money, not World Bank's money, the counterpart fund, was siphoned off to the private pocket for presidential campaign. World Bank decided to pull out right away. When we got the news, we did the same immediately. And then the project sponsor came to us, very much disappointed. Actually, I was even more disappointed. He said, "You are different. You should be different from the World Bank." As you said, yes, my response is very clear. We are different. But on anti-corruption, we are the same. We turned it down. We never did it. That was very early in the bank's operations. I joined the World Bank in 1980 after I spent a good 10 years in rural China. And I was given a job in the World Bank. My grandma was thrilled to learn the news. "Oh, my grandson, you are going to manage the money of the whole world." It's World Bank, right? But she was immediately very serious. "My grandson, keep this in mind. From now on, you have two pockets. One is your private pocket, the other is your public pocket. Never, ever move a single cent from the public pocket to your private pocket." She lived to be 110. She was born in Qing Dynasty, went through the Republic and the People's Republic of China. Her teaching has always been ringing in my ears. You see, that's why I'm safe. I have no problem. This is the best legacy my grandma bequeathed to me. I always keep my grandma in my mind. It's her teaching. It's her efforts to rear me up, bring me up. Now, let's look to the future. Let me share 3 reflections on integrity and investigation. First, investigation safeguards credibility. Over the past 25 years, the quarter century, this community of investigators has proven itself a powerful force for good, for the public good. Your work may often be unseen, yet the credibility of institutions like ours depends on this very important job you've been doing. Investigations are not simply exercises in looking backward. They are instruments of future protection. Each case pursued, each lesson learned, each risk addressed helps prevent harm before it occurs. At this bank, we often speak of infrastructure for tomorrow. But that tomorrow depends on the work we do, you do today. Investigation by investigation, decision by decision. To protect the resources, strengthen governance, and uphold trust in both projects and people. Second, investigation and prevention must go hand in hand. Our approach to accountability is both comprehensive and distinctive. AIIB has built an integrity framework where 2 independent yet complementary functions work together to cover both operational and institutional dimensions of integrity. The Complaints Resolution Evaluation Integrity Unit, CIU, is to investigate into cases, if any, prohibited practices in AIIB-financed projects and to lead preventive and learn initiatives to identify risks early and strengthen future safeguards. The Ethics Office ensures that ethical standards are upheld by AIIB personnel and board officials, include through investigation of alleged misconduct and the publication of data that promotes transparency and personal responsibility. I emphasize that these two offices enjoy independence in discharging their duty. I respect their decisions and resolutions and have never interfered in their routine work. You can check with Alex or Hui Ting whether I ever interfered in their performance, in their duty. Never. Because this is vitally important for this institution. And I told Hui Ting and Alex, you help me to make sure the bank will be free from troubles. I'm not God. I'm not aware of what's going on in each and every corner of this institution. I depend on you. And if I interfere, people's trust in this bank would be gone. So I said, if CIU Managing Director, Chief Internal Auditor, and Chief Ethics Officer suffer in this institution, I think you should go. This bank should shut down. If you enjoy working here, independently, free of troubles, we are doing fine. Third, innovation is reshaping investigations itself. The theme of this year's conference, Delivering Innovative Investigation Solutions, captures the balance of our institutions must achieve. Combine innovation with independence, technology with judgment. I love robots because robots are never biased. They're honest. We need to work with the new technology. Innovation propels people forward. Investigation keeps them grounded in fact and fairness. In today's digital age, where data moves faster than decisions and technology evolves faster than regulation, your work demands both precision and imagination. Artificial intelligence, data and analytics, and digital forensics are transforming how we uncover wrongdoing and, even more importantly, how we prevent it. But technology alone is not the answer. Fundamentally, our adherence to high standards and integrity depends on our values, which guide us and regulate our behavior. Investigators need courage. You need guts to confront difficult situations and formidable issues. Challenge senior managers wielding power when what they do is suspicious, and uphold fairness under pressure. At its core, investigation is a human endeavor, grounded in righteousness, judgment, courage, and integrity. It depends on professionals who pursue truth even when it is uncomfortable, or on institutions that choose openness over convenience. Each of you embodies that principle. You usually have to work under pressure, often without recognition. Yet your diligence and your commitment safeguard the credibility of the institutions you serve and the confidence of the people who depend on you. I applaud you. I give you my full respect. You deserve the respect of everybody. We are also privileged this week to hear from leaders who exemplify these values. Yesterday, Dr. Peter Eigen, founder of Transparency International, reminded us in his powerful keynote that principled leadership, multi-stakeholder dialogue, and openness can transform institutions. Thank you. Tomorrow, Dr. Dr. Abu Qasim Mohammed, former Chief Commissioner of Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, will deliver the Franz Hermann Brunner Memorial Lecture, a reflection on integrity and leadership under pressure, and a reminder that professionalism and courage are inseparable. Distinguished colleagues, the work of instigation is demanding, complex, and often unseen. But it is indispensable. It ensures that development achieves its purpose and that institutions remain worthy of public trust. Our bank has been a proud member of the CII community since 2017. Over these years, we have benefited from your shared experience, cooperation, and example. To host the 25th Conference of International Investigators is both a privilege and a reaffirmation of our bank's commitment to collective integrity and professional excellence. As AIIB enters its second decade, we stand with this community to strengthen investigative standards, to foster innovation, and to protect the resources and trust on which development depends. In one of the recent management retreats, we looked over the past 10 years. And at the conclusion of it, I raised a question to our senior management members. I said, I'm going to leave on 15th of January, 2026. We have enjoyed working together, and we have always made decisions on the basis of collective wisdom. I never call the shot. I never dictate. I never said, you have to do this, you have to do that. Whenever I have some ideas, I propose on the table, and if we don't have consensus, I'm not pushing it until probably we have consensus. The question is, what if in the future, unfortunately, the president would violate this rule of making decisions on collective wisdom? You don't have to give me the answer because I have the answer for you. You resign collectively. Thank you very much.